Today, we are driving up to Kenosha, Wisconsin to surprise a client of ours, Kris, who's got 3 restaurants that are clients of ours on the marketing side, as well as we are having 3 America's Best Restaurants roadshow shoots there. So we're gonna drive up and check him out. Greg and Austin are on the crew on the ground up there. And then Tuesday, we drive to Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm speaking at the American Marketing Association meeting with my friend Austin from Sublime Studios down there. He coordinated that. And then Wednesday, huge news. I can't say why, I can't say what, but we're flying to Newark, New Jersey to film with the History Channel. Something awesome coming out next year. I had to sign a big fancy document, an NDA, saying I wouldn't say what I was filming and why, but we're going there, and next March, you'll know why. It's badass. BBQ'd Productions. What's up? What's up?
What's up, man?
I had to mention.
I was like, there's another guy just pulled in.
That's me.
Listen, wait, you guys got a second van? My hands are a mess. I'm gonna give you one of these because we just tore it. This was a Bloody Mary, believe it or not.
That's Peter.
What's up, brother? How are you?
No, I told him, I said, we're not missing these. This is the first shoots I've been on in a couple months. I'm like, we're gonna pack up the other van, come up here and go back tomorrow after we shoot.
You drove?
Yeah.
Jeez. That's the other one?
Yeah.
He just got here. He just pulled in.
Oh, you were sitting here probably. Yeah, we just.
Yeah, no, we're here.
wrapping up.
I'm like, hey, bro, I think another van just pulled in of yours.
We were just like, oh, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Don't know who that
No, because I remember you talked about maybe coming out here, and then they just got here. I was like, oh, maybe he got busy.
Yeah, man.
So.
Oh, I am busy. We got to drive back tomorrow. I got to be in Bowling Green, Kentucky for an American Marketing Association seminar. And then Wednesday, we fly to New York to film with the History Channel.
Oh, that's Wednesday.
Yeah, so we're flying there Wednesday.
I didn't
Huh?
either.
Yeah, your guy's coming over.
Phil?
Yeah, he's coming over from Philly to have dinner Wednesday night.
That's what it is.
And then we film 7:15 to 11:15 Thursday morning. But I can't say the topic on camera.
Yep.
So,
It's okay.
All right, so I got to tell you something. I'm so excited to be working with you,
okay.
and I love you and your company, and I love most of your guys.
But Austin, did Austin
Don't
grab your
ever
ass?
send me a guy on a diet.
I know, what is that
Ever
shit?
again.
This guy's doing it too.
He's like, I can't eat that. I'm on a diet. I can't eat that. I'm on a diet. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
This guy is on the same thing. I'm like, dude, you weigh 100 pounds.
Get the fuck out of
What, are you
here.
gonna lose a bone?
I said you weigh as much as my finger.
I'll eat whatever's on the menu.
Man, and it is good.
I got a diet, it's called Eat Whatever Kris Makes.
Yeah, it's called the seafood. I see food and I eat it, brother. You're missing.
I know.
What was that one line that we said? I don't remember now. We had a good one-liner.
Which one?
Oh, if you ain't brining, you ain't cooking.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Come with your chicken.
This
I'm
is
gonna go wash my
badass.
hands.
I called him, what was Ryan eating? That was a rib. He finally was like, Matt, he's been perfect. We turned around a minute ago and he's devoured half a rack of ribs. He said he just couldn't, he was done, he couldn't take it anymore. So now he's a retired vegan.
Well, when I met her, she only ate fish and chicken. Now she'll have a burger, and now she'll do a pulled pork sandwich. But she was a pig farmer, so
Okay.
I don't blame her too much.
Yeah, ruined you?
I'll do seafood and chicken.
I eat all seafood, all food I see.
Yeah. I do like seafood though.
Did you guys film the food yet? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been digging in everything.
Yeah, I'm saving that for, we're going to use that as part of when we do the live.
Okay.
When I talk about what we did today, we shot the episode, and like, oh, by the way, this was a Bloody Mary, believe it or not. So I put that, set that aside.
What is that on the top besides the sausage?
That was.
that a-
There was a. Go ahead, give him a rundown.
Is that a plantain?
No.
Oh, it's a chicken wing.
Dude, this was all on top of here. This was all, they're ribs. Bro, they're ribs. Look,
On the,
ribs.
Wow.
Do you have a picture on there to show him what this looked like?
We're at BBQ'd Productions, one of our clients, and we're also up here filming America's Best Restaurants episodes. And one of the key things I like to get are customer testimonials, so we can have them tell the amazing people in your community why they need to be eating this. Check it out. Right here, baby. Burn in burger, baby, let's go. So it's day 2. We are in Kenosha. We're heading to Illinois, I think Lake Zurich, to film the 2nd and 3rd locations for one of our clients, BBQ'd Productions. But we're also gonna do a podcast with Kris, because I wanna know what it's like expanding his restaurant enterprise when a lot of people are contracting. He's seeing opportunity and taking it. I also want to find out his impressions of working with us, because he's a couple months, I guess, into working with us and some marketing tactics. But the biggest thing I want to find out his history, how he's gotten this far, and then eat more good food, you know? Okay, you're out there shooting by the smoker, and guess what text message I got?
Something from David.
From you. Matt, do you still want your offers from BBQ'd Productions? You can't make this shit up. I'm literally sitting out there while we're filming, and I get my text because I'm in your program. What have been, so I'll click that link and it'll take me to my offers. What's been your first response? Honest, like if it sucks, if you like it, what you don't like, what you love. What have been your first things? You've been a client for about a month and a half now.
Yep. So first thing I like is that you can actually see it working.
Okay.
You can actually see the people responding in the messages. You can almost to the point where it's like, holy shit, man. There's so
how do I get these out of my phone?
I had to be talking to people like, hey, how do I find the people that actually want to talk to me now?
Yeah.
So that'd be the first thing. The second one is there's ones out there where and they respond and they say, yes, I redeemed the offer. That's a little frustrating too. Like everyone always wants to click the redeem button while they're sitting at home.
Yeah, I know.
So that's frustrating, but that's just lack of knowledge on that part. But the other one is like when you go through and it says, what's your total bill? And you see them, it says, $3. It's like, oh, they just bought a soda and got their free wings. Yeah. But I asked you about that beforehand. You told me, hey, you're going to have a few of those. It's going to come with a thing. But like I tell my staff, like, even though we didn't make the sale right then and there, we hope and pray that those are the ones that come back and keep coming back. But like, when you see something like that and they gave you still a 5-star rating, you hope that I like to go in and when I see those where they only spent $3 or $4, whatever it is, and I go scroll all the way back up and it says never been here, that's a win for me.
Yeah, well, that's a win. And that's the one thing you said there, I want to get you to change your vernacular. You don't have to hope and pray. You know why? I always say, you hope and pray that Matt Plapp comes back and had a good meal. You can aim and expect. We know who they are.
Yeah.
We have their information and we can say, okay, these are new customers that came in one time, and that system, that person that redeemed that $4 or whatever, they'll get text, email, Facebook, and Instagram reminders over the next 60 days for the other 3 offers to get them walk down the path.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like actually seeing the list, when you get the email, I think it's every Sunday or Monday
every Sunday.
ManyChat, where it says, here's, you actually have a list.
Yeah.
And it's like, being able to see them and then seeing the results, and then also just like on Sunday I got the graph of the analytics and stuff like that. It's like it's cool seeing all that stuff, and so it's like I know that this isn't a system where it's like you plug it in and like, oh hey, it's tomorrow, boom, everyone shows up. And I 100% have all trust in you and faith in you, and so I know that it's a system, and it's not not a marathon, it's a race, or
it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Yeah, so I know that. So you know, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to be able to see the results from it, and I think it's awesome.
Well, the cool part for me too is you were talking that you're open. We talked last night about a podcast, and you're like, man, I didn't even know what podcasts were. I'm not a podcast guy, and I was talking about like this is one. There's 51 items that ideally in the next 2 to 3 years. We tackle items together, like you and your success coach, Scott, every other month, tackling things to where you're not just sitting here with this acquisition program. Because that was our negative. That was our downfall of our company 3 years ago, was that clients were simply running that for 2-3 years. And it was kind of like, what's next? And we weren't charging enough, honestly, to give them a next because of this customer service aspect. But we also didn't have the relationship to say, hey, there is a next, there is a next.
Yeah.
And like with you, one of the next things I see with you is, obviously the in-store stuff's going to get going and get people data from inside here, but then getting like that podcast. And it's like I was telling a restaurant the other day, I said, dude, the high school across the street from you has 25 influential people in the 4 walls. Football coaches, basketball, Spanish club, Future Farmers of America, that you could easily make a relationship with, invite them to be on the BBQ'd Productions podcast, and broadcast that out. And it's not about your food, it's about them.
Yeah.
And that's when you look forward.
It's that relationship building.
When you look forward 2 or 3 years later, it's not that you have our acquisition program running. It's that you got acquisition program running. You're doing in-store videos every week. You're doing in-store contests. You got stuff on the internet. You got a podcast. You got stuff in the community. You start stacking 20 or 30 things.
Yep.
It's impossible to not win.
Yeah, it's you're just going at it, head on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, cool. I just wanted to get your feedback because we're up here filming for the show.
I was like, that's when I maybe texted you. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I thought
that was us.
I know. I'm literally sitting there. I don't have notifications on my phone, so I'll check texts about every hour. And I look, and I'm like, I had like 4 texts at night. And I'm like, oh, BBQ'd Productions.
That's
I'm
so cool.
Standing right here.
I've never seen it work like that either.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So you got me.
Cool, man.
I'm here to eat.
Cool.